Welcome to this portion of the tutorial where I will show you how to create a citation of a website. First, you have to create the citation type. And just like with the book, there comes up a Show Me page that has a lot of really great information about pointing out where things are on the websites, what to look at, things like that. So I recommend taking a look at this when you get the chance. And as you can see right here, there's a good example of showing publisher, sponsor, website name, title, author, date of publication. I actually pulled that site up, so we're going to continue and make a citation for that site. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is do the name of the website. So, name of the website is Spider Research. So we've got Spider Research. And you can see the publisher of the site is University of California, Riverside. And most recent date of access, you always have to have the date you found the information. That's the 20th. And we have the date of e-publication is January 2005. This is the date updated. You always want the date updated if there is one. So we've got January 2005. And now sometimes there won't be a day, sometimes there won't even be a month, there will just be a year, and that's fine, you can just put the year. So the URL is the website address, and the URLs are always at the top, so we just need to copy it and paste. So we have that information in. And now we need to see there is a contributor to this. And if we take a look, we can see who it is. It's Rick Vetter. And we know that it's the author because it says by. So we're going to say author, Rick Vetter. And then going back and taking a look, we've got the page name or the article name. So you just highlight it and copy, and you go down and you paste it. Alright, so there is one website that has all of the information there, the page that has all the information. As I said before, not all pages have all that information. And remember, you don't have to put an annotation, and make sure that this box is checked, which is usually automatically. So then submit. Alright, so as you can see now my list is growing. This says website, and I'm going to show you how to create a website citation that does not have all of that information that we had for the Spider Research website. So again, we're going to go to website, create citation, and continue. The website I'm going to use is Ancient Egypt. It's called the Ancient Egypt site. So we know the name of the website, which is the Ancient Egypt site. Pretty easy. And you can see up here, you're not sure, you can't see the publisher here, so a lot of times it's really good to go all the way to the bottom, as I said before, and by the little copyright symbol, there will be the publisher. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this. Now, a lot of times, the only date that you will see is at the bottom here with the publisher. And it might just be 2014. So that's fine, you just put 2014. But at the moment, we can also take a look and see that there is a date for this. But we'll start with the publisher. And this happens to be a person, but it's not always a person. And we'll go back and double check on the date. The date is September 18th, 2014. All right. So again, there's the most recent date of access, the 20th, September 18th, 2014. And then we can go back up and copy and paste. Now, if you are going to do just a website, if you've taken multiple pages from the website, this is where you'd stop. But if you're just doing one page on the website, you want to go here. And as you can see, if you take a look at this site, it doesn't say, it tells us the publisher, but it doesn't give us an author anywhere. So we'll just leave the author blank for now. And then we've got the page art title, which we've got as visual index. So we'll do visual index. And there's the annotation, and it's done, and we submit. And so that also had a fair amount of information on it. But as I said before, not all sites have this information. All right, so there are two examples. Each site is a little bit different, but eventually you get the hang of pulling it together and finding the information.